Man, I love it. Well, I see the American Beauty inspiration, but it reminded me of Prince in some way too.
I love that.
I could see Prince doing a picture like this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many provocative photos of Prince too, where he's just like
all of them are provocative.
All of them. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if we did a quick Google search, you'd see Prince like laying down somewhere with his guitar or some shit. I don't know. I love Prince. I remember being a kid and hated Prince because my mom loved Prince.
Ooh,
my mom played Prince all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, she was really, my dad was like into rock and roll. My mom was into like disco and Prince. And I hadn't played guitar. So I kind of didn't really care of like how talented Prince was at guitar. I was like a teenager listening to the Vandals because I think Josh Freese is like the best drummer.
Right.
And being like, Josh Freese fucking sick. And like, just looking at other drummers and like learning to play drums and just like didn't really dive into that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I got older and got into like a lot more soul music and like started playing guitar where I was just like, you know what? Prince is fucking sick. You know?
Fuck, dude. Yeah. The one of my favorite videos of Prince is him playing While My Guitar Gently Weeps. At the
all those people,
George
and he
Harrison
kills it.
He's got his bodyguard who he's obviously been like, hey, I'm gonna try and fall off stage at one point, and you got to push me back up on stage. And
I don't think that conversation ever happened.
You think you're just watching him?
I think that guy was just watching him, and I think that guy has been like, I've been working for Prince long enough to know that this motherfucker just does whatever, so I can't take my eyes off.
You're right. Now that I think about it, I think you're right, Sal. But
I love that clip. I love watching that clip on YouTube all the time. It's just so great.
I watch it every once in a while. It'll just pop up in my brain. I'm like, I'm just gonna watch this clip because it's gonna make me feel good. I know it's gonna be good.
Always makes you feel good. Like
right.
he looks great. He's it's so effortless for him. You can tell that what he's doing, he's just like, this is nothing. This
is it. I was taking a nap 15 minutes ago, you know, and now I just walked out on stage. That's you know, the level of effortlessness.
Have you ever seen the Kevin Smith clips talking about Prince?
Oh yeah, at the I forgot what university, but he's talking at like a university. About the documentary that he was...
Yeah, the documentary.
Oh, fuck. That's one of my favorite stories.
For sure, dude. All the time I show people that and I was like, you got to put some time aside because it's long.
It's like 45 minutes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's worth the watch.
Every single...
Sure,
yeah. If you like Prince, it is definitely worth a watch, for sure.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I've always felt the same way as Kevin Smith. That watching that, I was just like, yeah, like, where does he shop? Like, you know, like how does he get his clothes and things like that? And I'd always thought that same things. And so I was like really happy to see like someone like Kevin Smith, who's like very down to earth,
just a dude.
having to deal with Prince,
right.
You know, and being like, this is whack. This is so crazy.
I love the, there's the one bit he talks about where he's like Prince's assistant is like talking to him about like how Prince has shitty knees. And he's like, well, is it because like the high heels that he wears, you know? And then Kevin Smith just talks like somehow his knees come up, like his knee injuries, and then doesn't he say like, oh, have you tried wearing like different shoes? And like that was the end of the conversation. And then the assistant comes back and it's like, you didn't talk about the shoes, did you? Like,
yeah, I did.
Are you insane? Why would you talk about the shoes?
Right.
And then just the whole, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and ruin if somebody hasn't seen it and they're listening to this.
I mean, there's so many aspects of it you can't ruin.
Right. Just the whole, Kevin Smith is like, I think I'm done with the movie. And there's like, cool. And that's it.
That's it. What? There's no like goodbye or anything like that. Just whatever, you know.
And it's just like,
I mean, there's people like that who, like, I don't think Prince doing that is Prince trying to be a dick.
No.
I just think there's people like that who just like, They're so creative.
Right.
They don't think like we do. And unfortunately, they made so much money that they can stay in that world.
Right.
I'm a huge Fishbone fan.
Okay.
And I think that like someone like Angelo Moore is very similar to like Prince and how he thinks and how he deals with the world. But unfortunately, Angelo Moore is not as rich like as Prince was, where like he could fucking just hire a bunch of people and he's like, I'm just going to be my crazy self all the time. People are going to take care of it. I don't know I'm crazy and it's fine because like I can just kind of keep being a genius. Because like, I've seen like tons of Fishbone documentaries and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, Angelo's like very creative, but he also has to like live with his like mom. And like, I don't think that he like has a lot of ways of making money besides just like trying to like every once in a while he'll like put up a t-shirt and be like, buy my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Got my face on it and some words I wrote and like the link doesn't work, and you're just
why
like,
would it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like, I was like, I wish Fishbone blew up to the point where he can kind of just be that and be rich and like just be that guy.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah. Have you seen Under the Cherry Moon, the Prince movie?
I've never seen it.
It's worth a watch. It's insane. Purple Rain is a good movie, just like from a movie standpoint of like, here's the story, and it makes sense. There's a rise, there's conflict, there's there's it peaks at a certain point. But Under the Cherry Moon, it was like Warner Brothers was like, okay, Purple Rain made us a lot of money, so we'll just give Prince whatever he wants. And so that's what they did. Right. And it's just insane. Definitely worth a watch if you're a Prince fan. I don't know if you're not a Prince fan, you might just be like, this doesn't make any damn sense.